Hi everybody, it's Money Saving Coupon Gal. Welcome back to my channel. I don't do a lot of rants. I really don't do. Sometimes I'll and I think a couple of times I said, oh, how the employee was rude at all day or something like that. But I don't generally dedicate a video to just a big rant. But this one I'm going to. Because some of you, if you've been watching, I told you I was having some tooth problems. What had happened was I have a top tooth here and a bottom tooth here that I had put a crown on. I had a root canal on the bottom one. I had a root canal on the bottom one. The top one I just had a cap put on. I didn't need a root canal. From this dentist that me and my husband had went to, both of us got different dental work done. Couple years ago, they ended up not being put on correctly, not measured right, so there was a gap between the crown and my actual gum, so bacteria and everything got in there and I was in a lot of pain. So a friend of mine had recommended this one dentist that she goes to that's not far from our house, and so I went there just for, you know, a quick visit. She wasn't able to do anything, but just to see if she could, you know, get me on some antibiotics or something like that because I was in a lot of pain. Well, she ended up sending me to another dentist that only does root canals. So I went there. She is so nice, that dentist. Oh my gosh, she is the sweetest person. Her name is Gretchen Heinzen. She is just so nice. It's so nice. And I would recommend her to anyone that needed a root canal. She's so caring. She always, are you okay? Do you feel anything? Just very nice. Well, she couldn't do them all at once because it took a while. She ended up having to do a root canal on the top one. And on the bottom one, come to find out, he did not even do the root canal correctly. So she had to do a retreatment and clean out all the canals. And my bone and my jaw had gotten infected. So at one point she thought I might even lose that tooth and she would have to put in an implant, which she doesn't do. I would have to go to another dentist. So she, luckily it worked. Everything's fine. The tooth's fine. I don't have to, you know, have it removed and get an implant. So I had to go back to the original dentist that I saw, who is a Dr. Gordon. And actually, let me look up her full name in my phone here because I don't want the wrong one to get people think it's her when it's not. Hold on, because Karen Gordon. And so I had an appointment. I could only go on certain days, so I had to wait over a month. Yes, over a month to see her. The Mother's Day, my bottom tooth, because I guess when she did the root canal and the retreatment, she just drilled through the crowns that were there. She didn't remove them. So it had gotten fragile, I guess, and when I was eating, it cracked in two. So the whole inside of the crown, I hate to say it, but I swallowed it. We were eating Mexican food and I had something caught in my throat and couldn't figure out why I couldn't get it on my throat, and finally drinking water, it finally went down, and then I felt something sharp in my mouth and realized it was, I told my husband, I said, oh my God, I gotta go look. I think my crown just came off, and half of it was gone. And this dentist is so nice that did my root canal. She gives you her personal number. I called her at home on Mother's Day to ask her. I felt so bad, but I was like, will the other half come up? Do I need, you know, what should I do? And she was like, come in tomorrow and I'll look at it. Because she knew with Dr. Gordon, it's hard to get in to see her. So I went to go see her that Monday. She filed it down. She said, oh, it's fine. Filed it down and stuff because it was very sharp. And then, you know, when they drill and stuff, they pack that hole. Well, I went back to so at this point, she lets Dr. Gordon know what's going on and that my tooth, you know, that my crown is broken in half and that she saw me, blah, blah, blah. I'm still waiting for my appointment. Then they called me and wanted me to come in on one Monday, but I couldn't make it because I had a breast ultrasound that I had to go have done, and I was not going to cancel that. I could not cancel it. I needed to have that done. And so I told her, the girl in her office, I said, I'm sorry, but I can't, because, you know, I have to, you know, go have this done. And she was like, well, what time is the appointment? You could come, maybe just get one tooth done. And I said, well, no, it would just be pushing it. That would only be if she started on time and ended on time, but if there's any complications or whatever. And who knows if I'm even going to feel like going and having an ultrasound and sitting in the hospital waiting for all that after I get, you know, teeth work done. So I said no. I said, because if something happens and I can't make it, I wouldn't want to cancel on them at the last minute, no more than, you know, you would want me to do that to you, to your office. You know, I said that wouldn't be fair to them, and I don't like doing that. So I don't know if they got upset that I wouldn't switch or something. So they knew my tooth was still cracked in half and that I was waiting for my appointment. So my appointment was for the 25th, which was this past Monday. I got a call from them on Friday. Now, remind you, before the Saturday before that, Tyson, our chocolate lab, had hurt his ear. He got a hematoma on his ear, and it's been a headache trying to keep that ear upside down. I had to take him to the vet right away because those are very painful. And they taped his head up. We brought him back on Wednesday. The dressing just wouldn't stay on. They taped it even worse. They put this awful tape on him where it was like stuck. He could hardly even move and stuff. I felt so bad for him. So the vet there, because my vet wasn't able to see me because it was on a Saturday, of course, when that happened, and he was booked, and they had a lot of emergencies that day. So I saw another vet, and anyway, so she had me come back on Wednesday. She told us at that time about a cap. Well, she had told my husband before that, but he didn't know the name of it. She told me about a cap, so I ordered the cap, and so he's wearing that now. So I'll have to post some pictures. I'll post some pictures of my poor Tai. He looks funny with that little cap on and stuff. But anyways, so he just went again on what was it, the other day, last Wednesday. Yeah, he went last Wednesday again, and she had to drain a little bit more, but it has gone down, and he's got to wear a cap for a week, and then I got to call and let her know how he's doing. But anyways, so with all this going on with him and stuff, I haven't been sleeping good. I mean, we keep waking up and, you know, making sure he wasn't trying to get the cap off or the wrapping. My husband gets up at 1:30 in the morning for work. I'm up. He leaves at 3. I'm still up. So it's been really exhausting for me. So anyways, so the reason why I'm telling you that is because they had called me Friday morning at 9:06. I was sleeping. They called again at 9:40. Or at 9:06, they called. The girl in the office called. She left a message. We're calling to confirm your appointment for Monday. I was sleeping. They called at 9:40. I was still sleeping. She didn't leave a message. All of a sudden, at 11 o'clock, I get a text saying, we have canceled your appointment since we cannot get a hold of you. What? You canceled my appointment? They didn't even give me a 2-hour window frame to return their call before they canceled my appointment. 2 hours. After I waited over a month for that freaking appointment. I was so pissed, excuse my French, I was so mad that I called my husband at work and I said, you're not going to believe this. And I told him what happened. He's like, what? Why would they cancel it? You didn't call and cancel it. I said, because I didn't respond within the 2-hour frame. So I called them finally. I calmed down. I called them. They left early that day. So no one's in the office. So I left them a voicemail and I said, I'm shocked that you canceled my appointment. I never said I wasn't coming. Actually, it was just the opposite. I just talked to Lee like a week or so ago. I told her that, you know, I wanted to come. My tooth is cracked. I waited over a month and you canceled because I didn't respond within 2 hours? Are you serious? Now, let me tell you, this dentist does not take insurance. She'll send it into, I should say she'll send it in, but she's out of network. So she'll send the bill into your dental insurance, but she doesn't abide by their prices. So I was having to pay her like $3,500 to get 2 crowns put on. I don't know if that's good, but I know I have an appointment tomorrow, which I'll get into, and they're cheaper. So anyways, I was just shocked. So I told my husband, I'm going to call Dr. Heinsen's office and see if they can recommend somebody else. So I called, and the girl's like, you know what, let's see if we can clarify this with her. You know, maybe it sounds like it's a misunderstanding. I'm like, okay. I said, well, I really need to come in on Monday. So she was like, okay, let me call. So she said, let me see if I can get a hold of her, you know, and stuff. She goes, I know the office is closed. I said, yeah, it is. So I didn't hear back from her, and then about 5:45 that night, Dr. Karen Gordon calls me. And she goes, oh, Donna, I know you're upset, but when you didn't confirm your appointment, we had to cancel it. And I said, you gave me a 2-hour window frame, not even. And I told her the times. I said, they're on my phone. I can tell you exactly the time. The voicemails are on my phone. I can show you exactly. She left one voicemail. And then I got a text saying that you were canceling my appointment. And I said, and she said, the reason why we canceled it at 11 is because we close at 1 and we needed a couple of hours to replace your appointment. Yes. They canceled it in a 2-hour window frame because they wanted to call other people and make sure they got that spot filled. I never said I wasn't coming. I never implied I wasn't coming. I said, well, I wouldn't do that. And I told her, I said, I just talked to Lee a week or so ago and she wanted me to come in. And my husband's like, that's probably why that appointment was empty, because they probably did that to somebody else, what they did to you. So I was like, wow. Now, my husband went to the same dentist, got the same crowns, and is having the same problem. So we now have to pay twice again for him, like we did for me. So he's got to go. They're sneaky, too. When my husband went for an exam, they kept him back there. You know how men are. Whatever. He goes with the flow. They cleaned his teeth. I'm sitting out there. I'm waiting and waiting and waiting. Finally, I asked the lady, I said, is there something wrong? Because he's been back there a long time. She goes, oh, they're cleaning his teeth. I go, cleaning his teeth? He had an appointment for exam and x-rays. That's it. Oh, well, I guess they said his teeth needed to be cleaned. I felt like saying, I don't care if his teeth need to be cleaned. That wasn't what his appointment was for. So they did it to get extra money out of us. So I was like, wow, really? Just shocked me that they just did what they wanted. And my husband didn't know. He thought I had set it up for a cleaning. I said, no. I set it up for just an exam and x-rays. So anyways, so he needs a lot of work done. Actually, she sent us a thing, and I think it was like $7,000 worth of work, because she's not cheap. So she gave up over $10,000 worth of money from us, business from us, and possibly more, and future customers, just to fill that appointment because I didn't call her back within 2 hours. That just blows my mind. Even when I say it, it blows my mind. Who does that? Who does that really? So she was like, well, I'll have Lee call you on Monday and we'll see when we can get you in and stuff. Really? I think she knew I was over her. And then she said, well, if you don't want to come back, I understand and stuff. I said, you know what? I'll call you. If I decide I want to come back, I'll call you guys on Monday. I didn't call. I'm going to do a little email to her. I'm going to let her know exactly how I feel and how I feel that she really did me wrong, because she made me wait over a month. And and then she said, well, we emailed you a couple days ago. Well, I checked. I did not get that email. If I did, it went into spam or whatever, got deleted or something like that. I don't know. I got an email from her before when she wrote up this big thing about all the work my husband needed done. And I got that. So I don't know why I wouldn't have gotten this other email if they had actually sent it to me. So she kept saying, well, we sent you an email. And I said, let me correct you right there. You did not send me an email. I did not get an email. I said, I got a call at 9:06 Friday, or it was Friday. I said today, and 9:40. And then at 11 o'clock, I got a text saying you canceled my appointment. I said, so you were more worried about your appointment than you were about me who's been sitting here with a cracked tooth for over a month. She said, well, I had someone cancel on me before and stuff, and it was a larger appointment and stuff. I don't know. Maybe you guys think what she did was all right. I don't know. I'm just really upset. I would never go to her. Like my husband said, I wouldn't go to her, because if I changed my schedule around at work and to go there, and then she did that to me and I lost money at work, he goes, I'd be really pissed. Oh, I said that word. Sorry. I try not to swear on here. But he said, I'd be mad. So he said, I'm not going to go. So I don't know, but I got to go wake my husband up. I've been ranting long enough now. So anyways, that was my Friday last week. So needless to say, it really ruined my weekend because I was so upset about that. And then Monday came and we were at the store and I told my husband, you know what? If she wouldn't have canceled my appointment, I'd be done with it right now. I'd be done. But on the good side, Dr. Henson recommended somebody else. And I have an appointment tomorrow to get both crowns replaced. Well, actually, you know, they just put temporaries. They make the molding for the new ones and stuff. And she thinks very highly of them. So hopefully, and the girl in the office there, I felt really stupid because she was like, when I said, I really need to get in quick, and I said, it's been over a month, I said, that really, in my head, I was like, she's got to think, well, why'd you wait a month and then now you want to get in quick? So I told her, I said, well, I did have an appointment for Monday and the doctor canceled on me because I did not reply within a 2-hour window frame. And she's like, wow. She said, no, we don't do that. We value our clients here. She goes, if you don't call us back, we don't cancel unless you cancel. That's the kind of place I want to go to. So anyways, that was it. That's my rant. Sorry, but sometimes I just got to let it out. So thanks everybody for listening to me. And just leave comments below. Let me know what you think. Do you think I'm overreacting? Do you think that she was wrong? Or do you think like, oh, you should have just gave her a second chance? I don't know. Something just really hit me wrong with that, and I don't think I'd ever feel safe with it. Now I know she's about the money. I think that's what bothers me. I know she's more about the money than the client. And actually, my girlfriend who told me about her was on vacation, and I talked to her today, and I told her, and she was even shocked. I said, so if you make an appointment, make sure you verify it. And she was like, oh my gosh. She said, no, I will not be telling anybody else about her. I won't send anybody there. She felt so bad. She's like, I am so sorry. I said, you have nothing to apologize for. You didn't do it. But I said, I just wanted to let you know, I'm not blaming you, but I wanted to let you know so that if you have an appointment with her, make sure that you confirm it because she will give it away if you don't. And she was like, wow, I can't believe she did that. So she's even shocked, and that's her dentist. So anyways, this is the end. So thanks everyone for watching. Please click like and subscribe, and till next time. Bye everyone.